Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to our channel. Ever since the adjournment of Nnamdi Kanu's case to January, it has sparked a lot of reactions. A lot of persons are, really scared that in Southeast a lot will come out of, a lot of reactions will, emanate from just these very singular actions made by Justice Binta Yako. But of course, the lawyer of Nnamdi Kanu have decided to tell the federal government, Buhari government, this, and of course, agitators, Southwestern agitators, have also singled out the presidency to tell him the dangers involved in his actions. Before we go into the news proper, I would like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button beside it. You see a bell notification icon, please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Okay, let's start with what Nnamdi Kanu's lawyer has to say to the president. Aloy Ejimakor, the special counsel to Nnamdi Kanu, leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, on Friday said no dialogue could take place until the agitator is released. Okay? In a series of tweets, Ejimakor recalled how former South African President Nelson Mandela was released from prison before apartheid ended. According to Ejimakor, update today. I had a visitation with Onyendu in the company of my colleague Barrister Ejiofor and his brother Prince Imakano. Our discussion centered primarily on the unfortunate episode in court yesterday and the next course of action. Stay tuned for the details. Dialogue? He asked. Nobody can initiate any dialogue until Onyendu #Kano is released. This must be the first step because it's only MNK, that's Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, that has the vibes to lead any dialogue. The release of Mandela from prison was the first step in the dialogue that led to ending apartheid in South Africa. Ejimakor's comment is coming at a time the federal government hinted at the possibility of political solution to Kanu's issue. Abubakar Malami, Attorney General of the Federation, recently during an interview said a political solution on Kanu and Yoruba Nation activist Sunday Adeyemo, otherwise known as Sunday Igboho's case, has not been ruled out and could still happen. He said the government is open to all kinds of consideration as part of efforts to resolve the crisis surrounding separatist agitations around the country. And of course, very quickly, in another news, Gani Adams has this to say, quite very strong, I must say. And he said the Are Onaka Kamfo of Yoruba land, Iba Gani Adams, says autonomy for federating units in Nigeria is the best political solution to resolve the various secessionist groups and arrowheads in the country. Adams stated this in a chat in his reaction to a statement by the Attorney General, that's an Attorney General of the Federation, that's Minister of Justice Abubakar Malami, Senior Advocate of Nigeria, SAN, saying that the federal government won't rule out political solution to resolve the crisis surrounding separatist agitations in Nigeria. Speaking with our correspondent, Adams said the federal government have no choice than to prefer political solution to the two cases, Igboho and Kanu, because whether the federal government believe in their cause or not, their followers believe in what they are doing. In the southeast, the people already have the mindset that they are being shortchanged and marginalized in the political system. What they're agitating for is either to have their liberation or get a certain autonomy. And for Igboho, I haven't seen the offense Igboho committed that warranted criminal charges. He was pressing his demand peacefully, and if the government wants to move this country forward, if the federal government does not want agitations to breed in other regions, it should resolve the two cases politically. It is the best option to dose tension. That's quite serious. All right, but a lot of people have reacted to the statement being made. Quite a lot of persons have reacted. We're going to take a quick section, cross section of what they got to say very quickly. Well, this one here is saying there no negotiation for now. Was it not negotiation that took Nnamdi Kanu to Kenya, where Buhari adopted him? No negotiation without Kanu. This one here is saying that's the only solution to get peace. All right, you can now see that even the lawyers now are now agitated technically, because the truth is, at this rate now, there's so much tension in the country. We cannot take that away, except you want to live in self-denial, and you want to tell yourself a lie. But the truth is, right now the country is very tensed, and a lot of persons are looking at 2023. How visible is it? Judging the fact that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu's case has been moved not to the end of November, not even to the end of December, but to January. Likelihood that he may be spending his youth time, in fact, not likelihood, he may, except there is an unconditional release, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will spend his Christmas in detention. All right, and based on how prepared his lawyers are, they were thinking of the filing of these papers and that papers. Hopefully, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu should be out. Right now, they're not saying, look, if you're going to talk about negotiation, since Abubakar Manami AGF, the senior advocate of Nigeria, and is the Minister of Justice, to say, well, they're not ruling out political solutions to it. To say, look, Ejimakor, Aloy Ejimakor, special counsel to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, say, look, whatever negotiation you're thinking, whatever political solution you want to proffer, just remember that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu ought to be released first. That's the first step. You want to proffer any solution, he should be coming to the table on equal grounds, not on the grounds of a detained criminal, but on the grounds of a free man who wants to negotiate, not on the grounds of a detained criminal who has no option but to be given conditions. And now you now see now the music is changing, and it looks like even the Biafrans, as those who are agitating for Biafra, are beginning to dance to that tune. If you notice, some hours ago, the indigenous people of Biafra spokesman Emma Powerful had also hinted that, look, that patience is not elastic, that we are keeping quiet, as in that the whole agitation side is keeping quiet. It's not because they're stupid, but they're just watching to see what is going to happen. But nobody should take their simplicity for stupidity. So henceforth, they're saying whatever needs to be done needs to begin now. Okay, but personal opinion now, I think at this rate, what's wrong with dialogue really? Well, we stand to gain a lot. We gain so much and we lose nothing when we dialogue. I cannot forget what happened in the days of the late Umar Yar'Adua, the former president of Nigeria, during the time of Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, even during the time of Chief Olusegun Obasanjo. The dialogue with militants, the dialogue with Nigerian Delta youth, they got what they wanted. They got what they wanted. Nigerian Delta youth got also what they wanted. If not, maybe Nigeria wouldn't have had anything to even depend on. The crude oil that we're so heavily dependent on by now. Maybe we won't even have anything to depend on, because those guys were willing to bring everything down. They dialogued with them. How much were these guys that are actually agitating for what? For their own country? Come on. It's a win-win situation when you dialogue. Let's meet in that conversation. What's your take? Do have a nice time.